Hello everyone, I am Preeti Tikkas, lecturer of Electrical Engineering Department A shift of Praveen Patel College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Next topic is electrical diagrams. So it has a various electrical diagram like wiring diagram, schematic diagram, single line diagram, electrical plans. So let's see one by one. So figure shows the wiring diagram. It is the wiring diagram for the two lamp controlled by the one switch, and both lamps are connected in series. So this is the wiring diagram. So what is the wiring diagram? The wiring diagram is used for representation of electrical components in their approximate physical location using their specific symbol and their internal connections. The wiring diagram shows the connection of the installations and part of the installation. It shows how the connection are actually made and also give the layout of wiring. So this is the wiring diagram. The wiring diagram show like this: E for the earthing, N for neutral, and L for line. L1, L2 are the lamps, L1 lamp and L2 lamp, and S1 is the switch, and this one switch controlled by the two lamp. Then next is schematic diagram. The schematic diagram of the electrical circuit shows the complete electrical connection between the components using their symbol and the lines. It is an explanatory diagram meant for easy understanding of the operation of electrical circuit. It is shown by the symbol and electrical installations for the installation for the electric connection. So this diagram shows the schematic diagram. It has the two lines and both lines are parallel, and then these are the switches which are and all appliances, that means lamp and fan are connected in parallel. It shows like this. Then next is a single line diagram. Single line diagram or one line diagram is the representation of an electrical circuit using a single line. Single line diagram of a power system is the network which shows the main connection and the arrangement of the system component along with the data. So figure shows the single line diagram of generating station to the distribution. All components, it shows the all components positioning of all the components and what are the sequence of the components. So for that the single line diagram is very necessary. So this is the single line diagram. Then electrical floor plan. It is a vertical representation of various appliances such as light, switch and fans, etc. in the building. It is a specified their exact location with their size and the distance from each wall and the ceiling. It shows the scale version of each room from the above. It is usually content legend that provides a virtual explanations of the symbol using it. So this is the civil engineering plan, but it is a electrical floor plan. Why it is called as a electrical floor plan? All the electrical appliances are planned by this exact, what are the exact location of the electrical appliances are installed. So it shows this electrical floor plan with their wirings. Then multi-line diagrams. So draw and label the multi-line diagrams and single line diagram for the two lamps, two fan and the 5 ampere socket connected to the single phase supply. This questions is asked in the exam. So first draw the multi-lines diagram. So here in this numerical or in this problem, it has used the 2 lamps. So look here. These and these are 2 lamps. Then 2 fans, that means this one fan and this is second fan, and 5 ampere socket. So 5 ampere socket is here. So this is the wiring diagram. So all components are connected in parallel. So first this phase wire, that means this is for the fan 2. Regulator, this is the symbol for the regulator, and this is switch. This switch and symbols are connected to the fan 2. Then this regulator and switch are connected to the fan 1. Then similarly this switch is connected to the fan lamp 2, and this switch is connected to the lamp 1. And here one more switch is connected in series with this socket, 5 ampere sockets. And these all components are connected separately with the help of switches. And 1 second neutral line is connected to the each component. That's why these all components are connected in a parallel. And this earthing point is connected to the socket. So this is our wiring diagram. And same for this is also this is the single line diagram. Okay. Now again in numerical 2 lamps is there. So these are 2 lamps, 2 fans, and for 2 fan 2 regulators are used, and 1 5 ampere socket. So these are the all symbols are placed in this, and each components or each load connecting with the separate switch. This is switch 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 loads for 5 switches for the 5 loads, and all are connected in parallel in between the phase and neutral. So this is called as a schematic diagram or single line diagram. Now what are the importance of the electrical wiring? By the electrical wiring, following advantages in the electrical installations are obtained. Simplicity is very necessary. For the simplicity of installation increases. Then uniqueness is also necessary. So uniqueness also increases. Better understanding at the time of installation, repairing and maintenance of the work is possible. Next is time required for the installation will be less. Then space required will be also less if the drawing are correct. So these are the importance of the electrical drawing. Then what are the general rule for the electrical installation? So every installation is to be proper protected near the point of entry of the supply cable by 2-pole link main switch and the fuse unit. In the 2-wire installation, if one pole is permanently earthed, no fuse, switch and or circuit breaker is to be inserted in the poles. A 3-pole switch and fuse unit is to be used in the 3-phase system. The second is conductor use are to be such that size of the conductor should be carry rated current and partially load current safety. So for this first calculate the current, then we will select the what are the exact wire which is ching for it. Then third is conductor installed are to be safe in all respects. Then every sub-circuit is to be connected to a distribution fuse board. Then every line, that means phase or positive, is protected a fuse of suitable rating as per the requirements. Switchboard is to be installed so that its the bottom lies 1.25 to 1.5 meter above the ground floor. plugs and the socket outlet are to be of 3-pin type, the approximate pin of the socket. The next rule is all the incandescent lamp unless otherwise required are to be hanged at a height of 2.5 above the floor level, and ceiling fans are to be hanged 2.75 meters above the floor. The next, lights and lamp may be wired on the common circuit. Each sub-circuit is not to have the more than a total 10 points of the fans, lamp and socket outlet. The load on the each sub-circuit is to be restricted to 800 watt. The next is no fuse and switches is to be provided in the earthed conductor. Then every circuit or apparatus is to be provided with a separate means of isolation such as a switch. Next is all circuits or apparatus requiring attention are to be provided with means of access to it. Then next is in any building, the lights and fan wiring and the power wiring are to be kept separate. Then 3-phase 4-wire installation, the load is to be distributed equally on the all phases. And next is no additional load is to be connected to existing installation unless it has been ascertained that the installation can safe carry the additional load and that the earthing arrangement is adequate. Next rule is the metal sheet or conduit of all the wiring and metal covering of all the consuming apparatus or applications is to be properly earthed in order to avoid the danger from electric shock due to the leakage or the failure of insulation. The next is each sub-circuit is to be protected against the excessive current that may occur either due to the overload or due to the failure of insulation by use or automatic circuit breaker. The next is all light conductor are to be insulated or otherwise safeguard to avoid danger. After completion of work, the installations are to be tested before energized. And last is but more important, earthing resistance should be very low. For the domestic installation, it should be equal to less than 5 ohm or 8 ohm. Thank you.